there, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpio Priestess. If you would like a private reading, you can do that by visiting www.scorpiopriestess.com. Scorp, we are going to do a you versus them, starting out with a private message just for you and your personal life. I hope everybody is having a blessed Friday. I decided to come outside and get some fresh air. The humidity is not as bad today. It's been very hot in PA. I don't know about where you are. Scorpio, tell me where you are watching from in the comment section. Cross the bridges of happiness. It leads over depths of your emotion. Follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. That's what I'm saying, Spirit. Amen, amen, amen. Look at that beautiful energy shine, Scorpio. Look at that beautiful energy. I know I've told some of you before, but when I was in the middle of one of my greatest spiritual awakenings, you could be 24, you could have a 2-year-old, you could be 42. When I was in the middle of one of my biggest spiritual awakenings, I was working third shift on the weekends at an Amazon factory to make more money because I was relocating. So I was working in a salon all week long and then working in an Amazon factory 2 12-hour days, third shift. And I left one time in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. And it was in the middle of the city. And I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden I see over 10 deer lined up on the side of the road staring at me. I mean, I stopped at the stop sign. I looked and I looked and I rolled the window down. It was so magical and amazing. And it was the way it made me feel, that overwhelming. I knew it was a message from my guides. Deers often speak of peace, of love, of self-love. And there was a lot, so many things going on in my life at the time, but it was overwhelming and it was so beautiful. And some of you over the next few days or week, you could have something like that happen. So if you do, please come back and tell us. Now is the time to follow the path of your soul. Do not neglect, do not navigate, not let negative vibrations in the outside world distract you. All your spiritual helpers will now receive very powerful support from the divine source of all being in order to get to better guide you with speed and purpose towards your happiness and fulfillment. Place the stag, subtle fellow traveler, at the head of your energetic companions and follow it. The whole universe supports you and sends you the divine light and clarity and unwavering determination. Do not squander this great moment you're being gifted. Open all your senses, chakras, and allow everything that is now flowing to you to flow through you. You are at the threshold of the path that will take you to higher dimensions and expand your consciousness. Make use of every opportunity that now presents itself to follow the path of your soul in mastery. For you, this means never passing judgment again from this moment on. Be glad, be grateful, and prepare yourself with meditation by following a light diet. Scorpio, you could work with some rosemary, a ruby if you want to. Angel number 222 may be significant. Guys, you need to follow your heart right now. Follow this path. Spirit is gifting you this beautiful, beautiful energy. Be open up your chakras. You may want to do some energy healing. You may want to do some meditation, guys. It's really going to be helpful right now, especially if you feel disconnected from your energy, your own self, from your soul, from your higher self. So moving on to you versus them, starting out with the connecting energy, soulmate, mutual feelings, fate. You mirror each other in this special connection. So beautiful. Scorpio, you're mirroring somebody. They feel it, you both feel it. Both of you feel like this is a soulmate, like this is a fated connection, but they didn't act when they should have, and both of you may need time and space right now to think. Some of you are in the middle of this situation, and you thought this was exactly what you wanted, but this person has shown you a side to them that you do not like, or they may have let you down greatly, or they could have cheated, or maybe you're in separation and you're taking the space to decide whether or not you want to pursue this connection. Although it is a soulmate, that does not mean you're meant to be together. It does not mean miraculously this person's going to change or give you what you deserve, desire, or require. It means they came into your life to teach you something about yourself. And this person, they didn't act, you didn't act, maybe both of you didn't act. This is the connecting energy. Tell me about the energy between the two of them right now, presently, Spirit. Materialism, possessiveness, selfishness, heart of betrayal, bottom of the deck, unloyal, unfaithful. This person's been unfaithful. Even though they feel like this is a special connection, they didn't know what to do or how to manage you. We can feel a lot of love, emotion, and affection, but if we have bad patterns of behavior, if we have patterns of behavior of cheating or needing that dopamine high or rush, we will continue to act badly even when we love somebody with all of our heart. Unfortunately, love does not change our patterns of behavior, Scorpio, and until we're ready to change. This person was selfish. They were also greedy. 1111, be on the lookout for 1111. There's a lot of messages coming through your subconscious. You could have been married. You may be in separation. This person's been all talk, no action. There's been undelivered promises, but they may feel this way too, Scorpio. I know I've undelivered many promises to my boyfriend through the years, unknowingly. I know there's a lot of things that I've probably done that have stayed with him that he resents me for. We're human. Nobody's perfect. So some of you, there's some things that maybe this person feels like you promised but didn't deliver on. Now, for others, maybe not. I don't need drug, but nobody is perfect. And sometimes we unknowingly do it. We let our spouse down. We let our person down. Moving on over here to your energy, success, recognition. You are being recognized and admired for your success. Victory lap. Okay, Scorpio. Whether you realize it or not, you're taking a victory lap. Most likely because you're healing. Most likely because you're trying to learn from this connection. You may not be exactly where you want to be right now, friends, but you are headed in the right direction. So keep going. Tell me about Scorpio's energy presently. You feel this person sabotages. You feel you sabotage, perhaps. You're struggling to forgive them. You're struggling to forgive them for what they've done. You're struggling to forgive their betrayal, their undelivered promises, their all talk, no action. You're definitely, there's betrayal of trust here, and miracles are starting to unfold in your life. Blessings are surrounding you. You feel like this person's prolonging the inevitable. Perhaps there's a conversation that needs to be had. Maybe you know they're going to come back because they always do. There's something you feel like they're wasting time, or maybe you feel like you're wasting time dealing with them. Maybe you're very aware that they're just not going to change, that they're a self-sabotager. Tell me about these blessings surrounding Scorpio. Luck on our side, please. I claim, Spirit. Baby, new creative. Wow, double aces, but there's confusion. You're not seeing the blessings around you, Scorp. You're not seeing all of the beautiful things coming into your physical reality because you're focused on what you don't have. Some of you need to meditate. You need to contemplate. You need to see that Spirit is handing you a lot of beautiful gifts, but you're focused on the 3 cups that have left your life. You're focused on what you don't have. So you're missing out on all the beautiful things being given to you. Some of you, you're learning so much, even though it's been hard, even though it's been painful. You're learning so much from this connection. They are gifts. You could be involved with a fire sign. Some of you are involved with a Cancer, over the next 3 months, there's a lot of shifts and changes happening, and you need to start looking at all the beauty that's in your life, not what has left your life, but what is coming in. You can't change the past, Scorpio. The present and the future is all that matters now. You could have blonde hair with darker roots. Moving over here to your person's energy, the sun's glaring off the cards and blinding me. So excuse me, I'm trying to like get my eyes to center out here. Revelations, upheaval, endings, unexpected, shocking events, shaking things up. Oh boy, this person, there's some unexpected events happening in their life. A lot of revelations, some upheaval and endings happening on their end. Tell me what they have to say. I don't know if I will ever change habits and mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs and unfinished business, bottom of the deck. This person knows that they have many bad habits. They know that they are the one that has ruined this connection, that their bad patterns of behavior are the problem. And they want to right their connection. They just don't know if they can. How sad. Tell me unexpected events, please. It's the devil's domain, baby. There's a lot of low vibrational things. This person's dark. They have addictions, poor habits. There's emotions, loss, defeat, regret, sadness. Look at their energy, Scorp. Wow. This person, they just are in a really low place. My goodness, they're stuck, they're stagnant, there's delays in their life. Do you see the difference, guys? You have this beauty in your life, these miracles, this magic, all of this luck coming in, and this person's over here drowning in their sorrow and tears because of their own bad choices. At some point, we all must stop and say, nobody is coming to save us. Nobody. And this person hasn't quite got there yet. They need to have a come to Jesus moment where they realize that their life is exactly the way it is because of their bad choices and decisions. Tell me about these bad habits, please. Well, there's a lot of things coming to light. Three of Cups wanted to come out there. They most likely, they have lack of direction, aggression. They could have a anger problem, a drinking problem, their friends a problem. This person acts out of ego. They could be a Leo. There's mental challenges. Seven of Swords here in reverse. This person is coming clean. They may come in coming clean with you about some things. Maybe an addiction they've been trying to hide. They could have an addiction to something that's ruining their life. Again, Cancer energy here. Tell me, what is it that they're going to do next? Oh boy. This person may come in pretending to be single, pretending to be secure, happy, but they are making a decision. This could be a Gemini. There could be another, a third party involved. This person needs to realign their values, but decisions being made nonetheless, I would say by the end of Leo season, so by mid-August. They want to come clean, but Scorpio, they could come in. They're still quite greedy, materialistic. They've got to get their self together. You all are matching in the energy. You could be married and they may be living with a third party. They could have took a karmic. They could have took another lover. Some of you, you're in separation. You were supposed to be taking space to work on your connection, and you found out that they have not took any space because there's somebody else filling that space. Some of you, they're coming in and they want to appear to be practical, secure, and disciplined, but you know better, Scorp. You've got to listen to yourself. This person is still in the devil damn domain. They could be dealing with some obsession, some porn addiction, sex addiction. There's something they may have never told you or admitted out loud. They may feel like drinking isn't a problem. They just have a few beers at night, but then change into this monster. There's something they're coming to the realization of. and they want to right their wrongs, but there's still somebody else that needs to go. They need to let them go, but they're too afraid to because of codependency. Lots of revelations, endings, and upheavals happening in this person's life. They've got to feel this pain. They've got to go through this, Scorpio. You can't make it better for them. Not even a reconciliation is going to change this. This is a person that needs a lot of help and a lot of healing. Bless their heart. I feel for them. We'll put them in our prayers, but they've got to start making better decisions. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed day ever. Have a blessed weekend, Scorp. Love and light.